bend our code from video to video. The NDC shall lead stable democrat.
I wish to declare the results of the presidential primaries, which was held on 21st November 2015. In all, we have 275 constituencies. Out of the 275 constituencies, we had votes from 265. Now, the results. We all know that it is only one candidate. And by the constitution of the National Democratic Congress, it is 50% plus one. So it is straight yes or no. Yes votes, we had 1,199,118, representing 95.10%. No votes, we had 61,836, representing 4.90%. Total valid votes, 1,260,954. Total rejected votes, 25,774, representing 2%. Total votes cast, 1,286,728. On this note, I wish to declare His Excellency candidate John Dramani Mahama as the flag bearer of the NDC for the 2016 general elections.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, the Vice President, Chairman of our party, General Secretary, Functional Executive, National Executive, members of all the committees of our party, our foot soldiers, activists, sympathizers, and as our late beloved president would say, my brothers and sisters. We started out to create a modern political party based on technology that is available to us in the 21st century by using ICT to create a modern database of our members. We opened registration for all our members who wished to be registered biometrically and be issued with NDC party cards. The results have been overwhelming. More than 1 million people have filed to be registered in our database as members of our great party. I have been a member of this party since 1994. Never have I seen the base and the grassroots of our party so energized and so motivated as I have during the 10-region Changing Lives and Transforming Ghana tour that climaxed last Thursday in Ho in the Volta region. Early this year, having registered a substantial number of our members in the database, it was proposed that we use the register of members as the basis for the selection of our presidential and our parliamentary candidates. There was much objection and skepticism accompanying the proposal. Many reasons were adduced as to why such an idea would not be feasible. On this occasion, therefore, I want to salute our great chairman, our indefatigable general secretary, our functional executive and our national executive committee members who stood firm and resolved that universal suffrage must be the basis for the selection of our presidential and parliamentary candidates. Even when the register was being finalized, and even when it had started to be exhibited, many were those who claimed strongly that the register had been infiltrated by non-NDC members whose sole aim was to vote against our viable parliamentary candidates or vote no in the presidential ballot. I said during the Changing Lives and Transforming Ghana tour that this new system might not be perfect, but it is certainly better than the system we used previously. Most political parties use a smaller representative electoral college system. As far as I know, this is the first time in Africa or any part of the world any political party has opened up participation in such a critical process to all its members. NDC has set a standard which I'm sure will be emulated in the future by other political parties, not only in Ghana, but in Africa and the rest of the world.
And the do of the doings.
We're a social democratic party, and we believe that power must reside with the people. As leaders, we must have confidence to place the destiny of our party and our country in the hands of our people. The Electoral Commission has just informed us that with the results of 265 constituencies tallied, I have obtained an endorsement of 95.1% from members of my party. General Secretary, party members, this figure is significantly higher than the 50% plus one endorsement our Constitution requires me to obtain. With the novelty of this new system and the greater participation it afforded all members of our party to vote in these primaries, I feel very humbled by this overwhelming endorsement I have received this evening. Since I swore the oath of President on 7 January 2013, I have done my best to uphold that oath and take decisions that are in the national interest. I am not perfect as a human, and I believe that no human can lay claim to perfection except the Almighty God. It has been a challenging 3 years. An election petition that created uncertainty and dragged on for 8 long months. Market fires that affected almost every region of our country. Nationwide strike actions, serious challenges with the economy, and most serious of all, a power shortage which is still with us. These are just a few of the challenges that have confronted the early years of my administration. In these 3 years, I have been confronted with situations that have required me to take very difficult decisions that ultimately have been in the interest of the nation. At all such times, I have done this by seeking the face of God, but also in the realization that the alternative of not acting will be worse for our people. As leader of our party, not all our members would have agreed with my style of governance or the decisions I may have made. But yet I believe that we have the same objective and we need to work together to achieve our shared dream. Working together in these presidential and parliamentary primaries, we have achieved something very beautiful. And in recording the history of this moment, all who worked in our party to make this moment possible will have their names written in letters of gold. His Excellency the Vice President, our Honorable Chairman, our party has spoken. Please let me first congratulate the vast number of NDC members who turned out to vote. I wish to thank our party members, male and female, young and old, and all who endured the long queues with the determination to cast their vote in the knowledge and confidence that that single vote will make a difference. Our party has proved again what true democracy is. NDC is a party of unity, peace, and democracy. A party that makes the difference, and a party that leaves no one behind. I wish to congratulate all persons who filed their nominations to participate in these primaries, especially the women. Especially the women. It takes courage to step into the political arena, and it is particularly difficult for women. I regret that the number of women selected in this process is still unacceptably low. We must, as a nation, discuss ways by which we can increase the participation of women in our parliament and at the local government level without subjecting them to the rigors of such a selection process. The parliamentary elections will be declared, and I wish to warmly congratulate those who will emerge from this process of parliamentary primaries. But probably most of all, I commend those who will not be selected. You are a part of the history and the glory that our great party has made. Without your participation, there would have been no process. There are no winners and there are no losers in this contest. As I said, it has been a family contest. I expect that any hard feelings flowing out of this contest would quickly be put aside so that we can all work together for the victory of the party in 2016. I intend very soon to hold a big family meeting that will bring all those who contested the primaries together. This will certainly This will certainly be before the end of this year's break. We must smooth over any disagreements arising out of these primaries before the end of the year. Because after the coming festivities, we would have barely 10 months to go to the election. We must all work to win the election of 2016. Because with the party's continued stay in power, I am certain that there will be enough responsibility to be placed on the shoulders of all of you to work for the good people of Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, as the parliamentary results are declared, we must analyze the results and the implication of the results going forward. We must analyze the loss by some of our experienced parliamentary hands in the primaries. We must also analyze the election of a relatively youthful parliamentary bench. These are all issues the party must ponder on and start to strategize about. Honorable members, I wish to thank those who voted yes to endorse my candidature. But I also wish to thank those who voted no, either in error or deliberately. I also wish to thank those who voted no, either in error or deliberately. Because in the order of nature, it is the interaction of agreement and dissent that creates human progress. You cannot produce energy or electric power with only the positive pole. You need the positive pole and the negative pole to produce energy. You cannot produce power or energy with only the positive pole. You need the positive pole and the negative pole to produce energy. So in voting no, those who voted no have proved to the world that our party has enough space and tolerance to accommodate dissent. Choboy, Ezu, Eza, Ezuzu, Ezaza, Ezu, Eza, Ezuzazu, Ezazuza. My brothers and sisters, I feel deeply honored for being endorsed by you as your presidential candidate for the 2016 elections. You lift me up. You give me strength. I thank you for the confidence reposed in me. I thank you all for showing that our party, the NDC, is the bastion of free democratic expression in Ghana. As president and candidate, I will do everything in my power to focus on the needs of the Ghanaian people, because it's my duty to leave a lasting legacy for our party. It is therefore with a great sense of humility, respect, and confidence that I accept this mandate you have given me to lead. It is with a great sense of humility, respect, and confidence that I accept this mandate you have given me to lead the most modern, most youthful, most efficient, most organized, most stable, most peaceful, most united, and most democratic party in Ghana. Somebody says, and the most tolerant party in Ghana. This resounding mandate has filled me with a new sense of strength and confidence about our ability to blaze the trail of democratic practice in Ghana. We have once again demonstrated that despite our diversity, we're a peaceful and united force focused on bringing change and transformation to our country. Together we began the transformation of Ghana, and together we'll continue. We have a moral duty to empower all Ghanaians to fight against prejudice, to fight against poverty and inequality, and to use all our creative energies to build a 21st century nation that we all can be proud of. We should transform Ghana's economy so that we're no longer dependent on price fluctuations on the international commodities market. And it appears that resilience we desire in our economy is already occurring. Oil revenues into our budget have dropped by 50%. And gold, another of our leading exports, continues to slump on the world market. And yet our economy has taken these shocks in stride and is still on track to post positive growth by the end of this year. We have to create more sustainable jobs that will allow every Ghanaian to enjoy a decent living. Transforming any nation is not easy, and it does not occur with the stroke of a pen. It takes persuasion, attitudinal change, reorientation, and the right policies and leadership to achieve transformation. And ladies and gentlemen, I assure you that NDC is offering that leadership. My brothers and sisters, we have come a long way, but our mission will not be complete until poverty is eradicated from Ghana. Until every child has access to quality and free education. Until Ghanaian girls and women are genuinely empowered. Until all Ghanaians are truly equal under the law. Until all of us live a meaningful life within an inclusive community. I thank all of you for the courage with which you have accompanied me on this mission. I'm deeply grateful to each and every one of you. You inspire me. Ghanaians inspire me. I understand your needs and your desires. And as your president, I will continue to work hard so that not a single Ghanaian is left behind. As your leader, this is my pledge to you. You will continue to be in my heart and in my mind. The path ahead is not an easy one, but we are on the right track. We will continue to walk on this path because there is no greater honor than one bestowed upon us when we create a modern, inclusive nation and a peaceful, flourishing society. Excellency Vice President, Chief of Staff, I'll continue to do justice to all manner of persons without discrimination for gender or ethnicity. Let our recent primaries be our guide. Let us pursue a peaceful campaign, devoid of insults and violence. And let's remember that nobody ever got elected based on how much violence they were capable of or the level of invectives they are able to spew. The election will be based on issues. And as I said earlier, on the changing lifestyle, not on the health or infirmity of any person. As Prof said, let's remember, only God knows each person's allotted time on this earth. Let me on this occasion thank the National Executive Committee and the functional executives for the support you have given me and the efficiency with which you have conducted these primaries. I express my thanks to the Electoral Commission of Ghana for the support and cooperation you have given to our party. Let me also express my thanks to my hard-working Vice President, who has not only been a wonderful assistant, but also a good counselor and a friend. On this occasion, I wish to salute my predecessors President J.J. Rawlings, and Professor John Evans Atta Mills of blessed memory. I also wish to salute all ex-appointees of the PNDC and NDC and all my senior comrades, too many to mention, who continue to give me good counsel and absolute support. It is on the foundation these people built that we have continued to build. And by the grace of the Almighty God, inshallah, the ever-fulfilling God will speak once again and shall lead us to a resounding victory in 2016. We are changing lives. We are transforming Ghana. We are changing lives. We are changing lives. May God bless our homeland, Ghana.